Happy Sunday, all. I think it is time for a new season of Mario Party. And if you haven't guessed, by the title or otherwise, we're headed for 2. Well, that wasn't cool. I don't know if I'd say that because, well... So, obviously, we still don't have much of an answer here, do we? Uh-huh. 3 guesses as to what that terrible thing might be. Yeah. A stage production to the core. Yeah, because obviously there are more important matters at hand. Well, I don't know. They seem to be on board with it so far. Huh. Well, okay then. I guess for the time being, it's Mario Land. And such is the setting for the 2nd season of Mario Party is a Sport. Well, that's a cute little bow tie he's wearing, isn't it? So, for those of you watching for the first time and unfamiliar, and especially to cover the changes from last season, let's check Rules Land out first. Oh yeah, drastic improvement. So let's see what's new. Well, of course this wouldn't change. I mean, it's a fundamental thing. Oh, and I should mention, too, that I don't have to do any controller switches this time around. The computer's scores get put into the coin box. So that's a standard staple. As is that. Oh, hey, the ever-popular happening space is back. Now, I should tell you that this space does the same thing, but it is far, far less common. Each board this season only has 2 of these spaces on it, and one of them is always behind a locked door. So you're not going to see this nearly as much. The star spaces just leave blue spaces behind instead of more chance times. That should definitely speed the proceedings up a bit. Nope, not yet. Next is Bowser space, and that does pretty much the same thing. Here's a new feature. Items. So, at any time, each player can carry one item, and these items do different things. Those will be explained as they come around. Now the lightning bolt space. That is a battle minigame. The one-player spaces have been taken away entirely. This pretty much replaced them. What happens is everybody throws some money in, and first and second place splits the money among them in appropriate shares. If we want to get technical, the percentage is 70% of the pot for first place, 30% for second. And if the money in the pot is not divisible by 10, there will be an extra coin thrown out to some random player. You'll see that in action later too. Now, the hidden blocks are a little bit different this time. From last season, you remember them as concealing either Koopa, Boo, or Bowser. This time, you could get 20 coins, which is the same effect as if you had gotten Koopa Troopa. Or you could get a star. So mini games are dictated by blues and reds, with greens randomizing to one of those 2 colors. Just like before. So you could get a 4-player game, a 2-on-2, a 1-on-3. Yeah. And as you can see, there are some new games on this one. And of course, records will be shown as those games come around. So here's a new space, Koopa Bank. Pass here, you drop 5 coins into it. Land on it, you get all the money in the bank. And with items comes an item shop. In general premise, the more expensive the item, the more it'll cost you to buy it. Toad is still the star bearer, same going rate. And this time, unlike last season where there are some boards where he would stay in place, like the birthday cake or the tropical island barring a happening space, this time he moves on every board, as if like the same way as the engine room. Boo is back. The only thing that's different about him is this time he charges 5 coins for a steal, but you will never get less than 6 coins out of that, so for that charge you still come out ahead even if it's just by 1 coin. And brand new is Baby Bowser. His role this time, most of the time, he'll take 5 coins away from you. Sometimes he'll give you 5 coins instead out of confusion. Don't expect that too often, but I'm sure it'll come up at least once. Now, he will appear wherever Toad just was. And then after that, after Toad moves again, that space becomes a blue. Yeah, there's an item that does this. And then what happens is Bowser rolls 3 dice, and if he runs into you, he gets all of your coin. Everybody also has a favorite item. I'll explain that as we go too. So you do not get a bonus for passing start this time. And the 3 bonus stars are the same as before. The Game Star, the Coin Star, and the Happening Star. Let me think. What else is there? I can't think of anything that would have changed aside from the 1-player space being gone. Yeah, if anything else does come up, I'll make mention of it. So with that, time to start the season. We're going to head around the board starting with Pirate Land. Same format as before. Each star is worth 1. A 50-coin set is worth 1. Points based on your finish. Yes, we do. And as you can tell by what Toad has just done, well, have a look for yourself. First, everybody will still be CPUs. I'll make that change when we get in. And since nobody has board ownership this time around, it is completely wide open as to who gets picked. So, Chibi, if you would do the honors of picking who contends in this first heat. Just waiting on a character selection here. So we have Yoshi, Peach, Mario, and Luigi. As always, 50 turns. And what kind of Stunod would have no bonus setting? So the bonus setting here affects both the bonus stars and the hidden blocks. Of course we're going to have them. Here we go. And in keeping with the theme of stage productions here, it's a costume party. Oh, that looked like it hurt. Captain Bowser. Alright, so Mario's gonna start, followed by Yoshi, then Luigi, and Peach. So the first star is on the Western Island, on its southeast coast. And look at that, Baby Bowser not far behind. So a little price to be paid here between Baby Bowser and the bank to get to the star. All right. Let the season begin. What? No way! Oh, what a beginning! You're looking at it in the wrong direction, Chibi. They cycle clockwise. Oh wait, no, maybe not. Never mind, I'm an idiot. I'm pretty sure you're correct. You're right. My mistake. So this is Honeycomb Havoc. You hit that block, you take 1 or 2 items. Don't get that honeycomb or you're out. Get a coin, you can walk with it. So obviously in this game there's some logic and some thinking ahead. At least as much as you can't think ahead with multiple people. And that's going to be it for Luigi. Nope, you have to hit the block. If your 10 seconds run out, you'll automatically make the jump at that moment, whatever it lands on. So no, basically, if you're sunk, you're sunk. What an explosive start for Mario. Jeez, we wasted no time getting that star block. So that's what happens when you pass the bank. And that's what happens when you land on it. You have got to be shitting me. I cannot believe my eyes. This is incredible. 2 turns and as many star blocks. Mecha Marathon. So for those of you who didn't know before, there is a mechanical shy guy in the option house in Mario Party 1. This is pretty much based on that. You've got 10 seconds to wind him up and get him as far as he can go. Mind you, you have to mash A and B together to get any progress. Everybody's broken the record, which is kind of an easy to break 20 yards. And look at this. Mario's going to establish the record at 34.37. And this time, computer records are recorded. I can't believe what I'm seeing. 2 turns in and this is already happening. 2 people have found star blocks. And I'm half expecting a third at this point. Yeah, Chibi had it correct. Ignore what I said earlier. The directions that they're going in are as she said. And hey, look at this. First battle game. So Goomba will tell us how much comes from each player. Depending on how many coins people have, there's a possibility of a partial pot. Raking them in. Hit A to operate your fork. Drop as many shrooms in as you can. Oranges are worth 1. Golds are worth 3 if you can get them. Careful of the purples, they take 3 out. I'll be damned, the golds were last to go. And Peach snatches it with that last gold. Yoshi's in second, so he'll get some. And here's that split. 28 and 12. 70% and 30% of 40. Well, there's not going to be a hidden... Alright, so Luigi has just purchased his favorite item, the skeleton key, which allows him to unlock the open door, or the locked door. I'm not entirely sure what his train of logic there was. Buy the key just to burn it and then land on the happening space anyway. Now, I can understand... I can understand buying it and using the door to get through to not get sent all the way back, but yeah, that's exactly what just happened, Chibi. I don't understand it myself. Tile driver. You see in the middle the picture that needs to be made. Ground pound the tiles until that picture is recreated. Do it first and within 60 seconds, and you win. Well, looks like the Mario Brothers are in something of a... Oh, mistake on Mario's part there. Looks like Luigi's going to take this. And Peach also came within one last slam. So Luigi's going to get reimbursed for that key he just wasted. I really have no explanation for that. Mario's going to buy his favorite, the mushroom. That will allow him, when he uses it, to move for 2 blocks instead of just 1. Is Peach about to do the same thing? No, she goes through. I don't understand the logic behind it, to be perfectly honest, because the star's out to the west. Bob-omb Barrage. The solo player is in that tub. Everybody else is tossing bob-ombs. If the solo player can avoid all the tossed bombs for 30 seconds, that player wins. Oh, close. And as you saw in the intro sequence, a bomb can go off the rim. Oh. I questioned the... So, Peach moves herself into point-blank range of Yoshi and expects to survive. That's... fascinating strategy. And something new about the team games, the winners just get 10 coins outright as opposed to taking from the losers. I really don't know what to make of what we just saw. Huge roll for Mario. And Thwomp, once again, is the Toll Master. Two of them here, and they work the same way as they did on the Tropical Island last season. Uh-oh. And unfortunately for Mario, that mushroom winds up wasted. That happening space shoots everybody back to start from those bridges. So you can see there ordinarily might be some difficulty in crossing them. I'm going to guess that Luigi's intent on wasting yet another key. Oh. Well, this is the one behind the door. I wonder if this is what Peach was banking on to begin with. Yep. So with that, Peach kind of squeaked her way into first. Abandoned ship. The ship is sinking. Climb your mast, be the first to get to the top, and within 30 seconds to win. Oh, Peach laid a little too low there. I mean, technically, you don't really abandon the ship. Everybody took a greedy approach here. All the extra coins that were taken. Well, here we begin that long walk again. Well, that'll avoid him hitting the happening space back to start, but it also takes him right off of the Star Road. Some of you may recognize this name. It's Crane Game, alright, but the rules are a little bit different this time. Now you've got 30 seconds to sink all 3 of your opponents. And you can get extra time by picking up those bonuses. This is instead of it being a potentially big coin bonus game. Not a good grip there. He's going to try for Peach instead, and that's a rather interesting oral position he's got. Down goes Peach. Remember, he's got to sink all 3 before time runs out. Luigi's able to get a good enough grip this time. And he's going to play it safe and get that last time bonus. This is going to give him somewhere in the neighborhood of 33 seconds to get Yoshi. Well, actually closer to just the 30, but in any event, he's trying for it. Doesn't look like a very solid grip, but it's enough. He's got him. Mario's going to try that same approach again. Now we'll be introduced to this world's item game. Each world has its own unique one. You'll notice 5 items and 1 barrel contained Baby Bowser. Hit that, you don't get anything. And this is essentially Shell Game again, just keep an eye on the item you're after. Yoshi decides on a key. Which, as we've seen by the position of the star, does not have a great deal of use right now. Is Luigi thinking some horseplay here? Sure. I should tell you, too, that this time stars are not counted up in the coin pot. This time they're converted to 50 coins apiece. That's actually where I originally got the idea to make both stars and 50 coin sets worth a point. Because that's how they translate to in terms of money. Hey look, Tipsy Turny's back. Parallel mechanics and all. We got a new picture underneath. Yoshi got it off of a clever adjustment there. Yeah, she sure did. Well, that'll get Mario back across the bridge. Pretty much. They obviously haven't changed the mechanics here. Oh. I don't think that's very good news for Mario. If you land on a blue space near the dock, you're forced to pay 5 coins. And you'll be ferried to the next dock. Actually, I am mistaken. That is wonderful news for Mario. Provided he gets enough coins to buy that star. Peach wants some kind of revenge, I suppose. This time you can mash against a coin steal. And by Boo's reaction, Luigi succeeded to a point. Shock drop or roll. So the single player controls the turbine with that lever. Drop all 3 of your opponents within 30 seconds and win. As you can see, they can keep up if you keep in a constant direction. Luigi's time is running out. He got Mario. Can he get Peach? No. Peach saving it for her team. Also, the steal was 16, not 25, Chibi. Well, it wasn't enough, and it wasn't going to be enough. Yeah, no worries. So Mario's going to get a crack at this, which is pretty much the basic set of items. And he gets a key. Again, utterly useless right now. I'm not entirely sure why they're doing that. Where are we? Up. We still have yet to see a 2-on-2. You saw a couple familiar ones on that roulette there. Totem pole pound. Be the first to ground pound your totem pole all the way back to the bottom. You got 30 seconds to do it. As you can see, the higher you make your pound, the more progress you'll make on that one draft. And Peach gets there. She'll break the third place tie. Jeez, I keep thinking to myself, how in the world do you follow the first two turns here? Well, ultimately that kind of landing is what will give you the most help, unless you land on dock 3. So Yoshi will have a decent opportunity to get his hands on that star. Sneak and snore. I gotta tell you, this game is a heart attack waiting to happen. Here's what you gotta do. You gotta sneak your way to that bottom button there. To open that door. And then get back out. And you have to do this in between Chain Chomp's naps. Be warned, the faster you're moving in that barrel, the longer it's going to take you to stop and hide. So you don't want to be moving too fast when that thing wakes up. You can see how that minigame just might spark some paranoia. Yoshi's gonna make it past the bridge. Uh-oh. So let's see what's new here. Well, we've seen most of this before. Only one not seen is the Bowser... Oh no, Bowser Revolution was there, I think. Never mind. It's all the same. Yoshi didn't lose much. That star should be his. And Luigi wisely restrains himself. Two Bowser visits in one turn. And as you've surmised so far, Bowser's not on the board to cause trouble the way he did before. Yeah, chance time. And of course, we know how Bowser's variant works. There is a result that could have been disastrous to Yoshi's bid for the star. Instead, we're going to see our first 2-on-2. And we have Balloon Burst 2.0. Same game as before, except this time you're working in pairs. Nobody's pumping to a particularly full potential here. But the Mario Bros take it. Not by much either. You see how inflated that other balloon was? There it is. Took an awful lot of turns. I'll check how many, but finally a star bought. So the next one is on the home stretch toward start. Now that key would be incredibly useful, so perhaps Luigi should have bought his. Carry capacity is only one item. Now there's some merit to using the tolls too, and Peach could do herself a world of good buying a key and using it. And then not only using it, but this means two things. First, if she goes through that door like she should, that's going to mean her second chance time of the game. Well, there you go. There's some self-benefit this time. Roll call. This game, all you got to do is count how many characters you see running around out there. There are 3 different variants. This first one, Bob-ombs, they will explode as time goes on. Be sure to consider that in your count. Anybody who has the correct count at the end of 30 seconds wins. I can tell you, Mario was sitting about a mile high on the count. And still is. I don't think anybody's got it. That's a little embarrassing. I guess spiritually the one-player minigames were replaced by the item games. And there's the other chance time space. So yeah, if you don't have 5 coins, you'll just deposit whatever you do have. If you don't have any coins, nothing will happen. You just pass by in peace. So Luigi's going to initiate the northern toll. And he's going to have to hope the Peach rolls pretty small. And she does not. This is something. She's got enough coins to make a monster splash. First, she'll steal Luigi's. And she has enough to get that next star. I'm sure Peach will chase her favorite, which is among this set. I know what I would get myself, but that's exactly what she does. That is the plunder chest. It'll steal somebody's item for her, but as to whose, who knows? If she were to steal it on the next turn, we know she's going to get a skeleton key because that's all that's out there. And here's Hot Rope Jump 2.0. This time, we go until there's only one left. Or none. From that point on, when the flames go red, the speed can change at any time. Not necessarily every 5. And it can slow back down, too. So keep your eyes peeled. Whoa, whoa, looky there. Quick. High speed. High speed. There goes Luigi. There goes Peach. And Yoshi takes it after 30 jumps. Honestly, I think that's a record worth noting, so that's what I'm going to do. Well, that's what she'll do, but whose key will it be? She got Mario's. And you can use a stolen item in the same turn. And Peach's sequence over those 2 turns get her the lead. Great break for Luigi. And just a space too soon for that door to be worth it. The Northern Toll, however, which is how Luigi got up there in the first place, certainly helpful. Move to the music. The solo player will use the control stick A, B, and Z to form a dance sequence, which everybody else must repeat in part. If the solo player can take out the entire trio, stumble them up in 2 rounds, that player wins. And Luigi and Peach hang on to it. They've done a lot better about sticking the correct name onto the correct person this time. And everybody's on the board. Another 40 coin battle coming up here. And with the grand heart attack of all minigames, Bowser's Big Blast. One of those pumps will set off that bomb that is Bowser's head. Do not plunge it. I said do not plunge it. But you can see that momentary silent pause. I once played this minigame for a 200 coin pot. Imagine, if you will, the sheer blood pressure that can result from that. If the trigger pump is dodged, the panel will simply reset. So Mario will have a position advantage all the way to the end of this. In that he's always got a 1 in 3, Luigi's always got a 50-50. Although sometimes the probability just doesn't save you. Luigi wins it. We haven't seen the random coin scenario yet, and we won't until somebody doesn't have enough coins to pay the entry. I've never seen the situation where somebody doesn't have, or where nobody has any coins to put into a battle. Obviously no game will be played, but I'd love to know what gets said. Here's a game we've seen before. Platform Peril 2.0. This time we've got conveyor belt platforms, as well as sliders. This is going to be close between Peach and Yoshi. And Peach just barely lands before. You can see by the clouds, everything was ascending. Another star block. The coin potluck simply means everybody takes coins out. Look away. If the solo player looks in the same direction as somebody else, like just now, that person is out. Take all 3 out in 5 turns represented by those notes. Solo player wins. Luigi hangs on. Bumper balloon cars. You've got 30 seconds to basically do what Luigi just did. Clean house by hitting him from the rear. I mean, pretty self-explanatory, right? Three times for Peach. Oh no, it's on my end. Sorry about the confusion. Huh. Maybe, maybe Peach is coming to regret playing that little game, because now it's cost her the lead. Toad in the box. Hit 5 toads first to win. That's all you gotta do. There are 4 characters on this block. After Toad, they get in progressive danger. In that, the first character after which looks like a Goomba or something, I can't even tell. Will slow you down just a little bit. Chain Chomp will slow you down just a little longer than that. Baby Bowser will keep you even slower than that. And as you can see, the higher you get on the pole, the faster the block goes, the harder it'll be to hit Toad. Is it a piranha? Yeah, because to be perfectly honest, I never slowed down to notice what it was. All I know is I don't want to hit it. So yeah, the piranha will slow you just that teeny little bit. That was 18 this time. You know, for what I said in the beginning about chance time being a supposed rarity here, it's happened plenty between Bowser and the standard. Yeah, I knew about Bowser and the Chain Chomp. Huge battle game. And now we have the scenario where we have the shorted pot. Grab Bag 2.0. This time, instead of coins, we're playing with mushrooms. Each player's been given 5. One of those 20 is a gold mushroom. We don't know who's got it until it's been stolen for the first time. As you just saw, Luigi stole it off of Mario, and like in Raking 'em In, it is worth 3. And that will always be the first mushroom grabbed. No matter if a blue mushroom was grabbed after that. I believe Mario took that gold one back. So there's a total of 22 mushrooms at stake here. Yeah, Mario had it, but Yoshi made enough steals of his own to go past that. And lucky Yoshi, he got the random coin. And multiplied his investment pretty greatly. Cake Factory. So you got to build a strawberry cake. One player on the cake first, and then one player with the strawberry second. Most cakes properly built after 30 seconds wins. And another note I may have missed about Grab Bag, you don't know how many mushrooms everybody's carrying till the end, unless you're keeping monster track. One little slip up from the green team up there broke it all the way apart for them. So Luigi with the modified basic blend. That little green item replacing the warp block. Well, look at that. That shuffle put everything right back in the places they started. There's a stronger blend. The Boo Bell. In lieu of the Boo hidden block, that will summon Boo to you, and you can get your services done before you hit your block. I said throughout last season that I was kind of hoping that this little algorithm got adjusted a bit. Alas, it doesn't appear so. Good final cycle by Mario gives this one to him. Right, we're a little teeny bit north of an hour in. Let's see how many turns we are. Only 20. Peach is getting a lot of item opportunities. She could get herself another another bell if she wanted to. Yep, another bell indeed. She's choosing it over her preferred plunder chest too. Looks like Luigi, just barely. We still have contentions for both first and third going on. Getting close to the halfway point of this first heat. And while this is going on, I may as well write these down. Maybe we could have expected this. Bombs Away 2.0 is almost entirely the same as the original, except we have those bullet bills that'll go straight for the island. And one other little surprise. We'll see at the end. Can Team Super Mario World survive this last surprise? Yep. There's your money. Hexagon Heat, aka Mushroom Mix-Up 2.0. Oh, a lucky save for Mario. Luck runs out eventually. Yoshi with a save. Everybody reacting awfully slowly here. Still a hot contest for first place. Now, admittedly, this is a much less pronounced response than Bowser would have had in the first season. He would have come up with some kind of bullshit excuse not to do it and then disappeared. This time, Bowser just shamelessly off with the wind. Can we see it twice in a row? Nope. This time we got Bowser Revolution. The same as it was before. And now all of a sudden the two position jockeys we've got are about as hot as they're gonna get. I could have seen a little merit to wasting that key at this point, because he got it before that star was revealed to be where it is. But I don't know. Destruction Duet. A Bowser statue of one of three sizes will fall on each side. There's the biggest of them all. Be the first to destroy it within 60 seconds. and win. Use kicks, use ground pounds, do whatever you gotta to cause max damage. That'll go to Mario and Yoshi. Coin differences aren't big enough right now to say for sure who's in the lead. Too bad. Came really close to the end. I'm still unsure about the merit of going through the door. Sure, get rid of the key to make room for another item, but that'll decide first place, alright. Now Luigi's firmly up top. What all were we saying during the first heat of last season? Something about Luigi can? Only now with that purchase, Peach is encroaching. There on the first shore. So going through that door may have benefited Yoshi and Luigi yet. One of the two, at least. Peach is raising the bar voluntarily. Toad Bandstand. Kind of a sequel to Mario Bandstand, except you're in teams and this time everybody's on an instrument instead of somebody conducting. Other than that, it's the same. Just play where you're told to play. If you don't, you'll get pelted with nuts. There are two songs, two variants in this, and this is the faster of the two.
Finish!
Better performance wins, of course. I'm sure there's some kind of scoring system involved with that. Like getting hit by a nut probably costs you a lot more than, say, missing something by like half a step. Like enough that you actually hit it, but well, that mushroom certainly saved Mario's hide. A knock off the bridge is a pretty good circumstance in that case. Here's a situation where the skeleton key can prove really useful. That western door right there will take you right to it. See if Mario's got the foresight to do it. And if he does, he's gonna need some more coins, I can almost promise you that. Bowser no longer has any traditional minigames on his roulette, so Mario is almost guaranteed a coin punishment. Barring, of course, Bowser's chance time and landing on somebody else. You know Yoshi's gonna want some payback. field is again completely even. You can see how items can make a difference at points in the game. Ah. Well, he doesn't have that many. But hey, that's a good scenario to have that happen. You use most of your coins on worthwhile things. Then again, screw any talk of going through a door. Peach breaks ahead. It's got to be a matter of time before the star spaces finish rotating. I'm not sure how many more there are. Well, now again, where that is, the tolls do you no good and the doors do you no good. An all-red 4-player game. Not that it makes that much difference. 4-player game is still a 4-player game. Obviously, that record is held by Mario. We saw that earlier this game. Question now is, will it be broken? They all get past 30. Get there, he does! By how much? Less than a yard. 35.1, and the record now belongs to Luigi. That last little bit of willpower in that wind-up Shy Guy made the difference between a win, and a record-setting win. Mario's still favoring his mushrooms. The thing is, he needs coins. And where that star is on the southwest beach, he is way out of range at this moment. His best use for that would be when he gets close enough to the bridge. Again, not a strategically sound time to be buying and using keys. I guess Luigi's just trying to gather money right now. Roll call. Will we see a different variant? Yep, this time it's booze. And the trick for them is their translucency. Nobody here will disappear, just keep a close eye on who might be behind who. Think I've got a count. Anybody else out there got it? You guessed it. It's another miss. Man, oh man. Nobody's eyes are working tonight, apparently. See if Mario can get through those bridges and hope he doesn't land on the second one. Oh. That is a shame. An absolute terrible shame. More battle. Shorted by a little over a third. Hey, we've seen this, haven't we? Crazy cutters. Only this time your score matters to the point of getting first place. Well, Yoshi's looking the most accurate out of them. Peach cutting an entire corner, Luigi driving drunk, and Mario just not curving at all. Only one will get freed, but remember, second place gets a share in the battle style. And who gets the bonus coin? Again, first place, and again, Yoshi. I promise you, it is random. I've seen it fall on any position. So, who likes fruit? And who likes what fruit? Personally, I like my oranges. And looking at that green melon up there, I'm sure a lot of these fruits are Yoshi's Island / Yoshi's Story inspired. Speaking of Yoshi, bye-bye Yoshi. 2 coins in a row. Don't see that too often. And you definitely don't see them grabbed together too often. That comes down to who Peach wants to screw. It looks to me like Luigi has figured out some math here. If you haven't figured out by now, there's a system of 3s going on. The player in back can just completely screw out the player in front. If you think about breaking them up into a group of 3. Of course, that works best if there are 9 fruits to come before the honeycomb. Grabby, grabby. Is that all? Only 21 coins? Slot Car Derby is back. There are 3 unique tracks. Pardon me. We've actually seen this track on the previous season. The standard record for this, which the game has dubbed Track 2. Record is set at 50 seconds, which I can promise you is going to be broken because I think we're on last lap now. Yep. The default records are an absolute joke, But we saw that on the last season as well. 35.53 seconds. Yoshi now holds 2 records. All things considered, this is still a fairly nice and close game. By the way, this occurrence, if you can't tell by now, is considerably more common this season than last. And for those of you interested in the math and the coin collection and all that other stuff, which the coin collection this time doesn't really matter to our series here, but buying stars is good for that too, off of Toad. Buy for 20, stars are worth 50, that's a net gain of 30 coins. Uh-oh. Here's a new one. First of all, Toad will be moved. One of those two Toads is fake. Pay close attention to what each of them says, and you just might be able to tell who's a fake. But you have to, I believe you have to have the 20 coins in order to be able to find out, which Peach does not. Oh, well, you still get, apparently whoever passes still accuses whether or not they've got coins. So consider the thing that Toad just said, and think to yourself, would the real Toad say it like that when being accused? Or would a fake? Sky pilots. One controls the flight of the plane. One controls the speed by flapping the wings up and down. There's a finish line. Get there first and win. And I don't know what Luigi's doing dodging the speed boosts. And not the cannons. Yoshi cannot make a hard enough turn. Not that it matters. The green plane is way ahead right now. Those Bowser balloons are explosive. Come in. Love you too. Oh, look out there. Pretty good establishment. Less than a minute. 59.16. Going to Yoshi and Mario, we'll say, to differentiate the positions. As Yoshi was the pilot, he'll be noted first. He's now got 3 records. He's performed extremely well when there's been a clock of some sort up. Now Luigi is in a position to decide whether that's the real Toad or not. He's got the money. If it's a fake Toad, obviously that money will have been wasted. That's a dueling glove Yoshi just got. He can challenge somebody to a board specialized duel minigame. Luigi has found the real Toad. Perhaps we'll see what the fake one does some other day, but for right now, he is gone. That's a good move used correctly. And it is. Now Luigi's gonna have to work to gain some coins. I believe the star space is randomized after they've all been picked, as opposed to cycle through the same order over and over again. Luigi's turn in the Bob-omb tub. Nice shot by Mario. That's about as direct as a direct hit's gonna get. There's a special event. So here's the thing. If you get 2 of the same number off a mushroom, it is ordinarily 10 coins. 2 7s will get you 20. Come in. Or not. And by now, some of you more observant folk may have noticed a golden mushroom out there. That gets you 3 dice. 3 of the same number gets you 20. 3 7s, which I actually got the very first time I used a gold mushroom myself, gets you 50. So here's how duels work. You wager some coins against somebody on the thought that you can beat them. I completely missed the name of this saber game, but pretty self-explanatory, I think. Hit the sequence of 5 buttons without messing up first, and win. If you do mess up, the sequence resets. I should think at this stage of the game, Luigi should be able to get enough coins. Oh yeah, 21's plenty. Obviously, like in last season, Boo gets stronger with every passing turn. And that'll reestablish the lead for Luigi. Peach will try her hand with the mushroom. Back to the mast. Notice the path of those Cheep Cheeps. Speed isn't always the way to do it. Especially if it means you get knocked back down in the doing. There's an old friend, and Yoshi's favorite item. The warp block. Well, that's good. That's gonna pretty much amount to a free star for Peach. Which will do her some good in getting into the lead here. That'll make the field a little more even momentarily. Unbelievable! A star block off of a dock? Oh my god. And Peach still couldn't get that star. Okay, who's on the turbine? Yoshi? Yeah, or on the lever. Well, so much for Peach taking the lead, but she'll at least be on even ground with Luigi again, regardless of what happens here. You could do some serious faking out on that lever if you really know what you're doing. Unfortunately, Luigi or Yoshi's not doing that much to tax the team. And Bowser's gotten an amazing number of visits. That's interesting. Why tweak the roulette to land somewhere that does what it would have if you just left it? Mighty strange, I say. I have expected the premium blend of items to show up by this point. It is getting pretty late in the game. Luigi won. He apparently didn't want anything. Seems less than sensical to me, but hey, what do I know? I'm just a commentator. And all those coins Peach has, it is for the lead after all. So now, provided she doesn't get bumped by the bridge, Peach is right on course for that next one. We got something smaller this time? Yep. The stage 2 statue, if I recall correctly. Actually, that might be stage 1. No, it's stage 1. 2 would not have gone that quick. Not that Mario could have put it to use anyway, unless it was the key. And if it was, he's not getting the star this round one way or the other. Yoshi could if Peach gets bridged. Luigi could have with more coins, but unfortunately for him... Back to the Eastern Island he goes. That is the one roll Peach did not want. That's too bad. But hey, she still got the lead. Pretty comfortable on coins against Luigi there. Haven't seen this yet, Shell Shocked. Each of these shell tanks has 2 hits. Be the last one standing and take the last one out within 60 seconds to win. You can sidestep, you can straight shot, you can lob shot. That was actually a pretty quick combat sequence. Then I've seen them all go to draws, so who's to say that wasn't a normal run? I don't know why you would do that with nobody even close. So Yoshi has basically just granted Peach another opportunity at the star. Is Luigi meaning to dodge the bridge? Nope. Guess he's got other uses for it. The star is somewhere where the key would be useful, but first and foremost, you gotta get there. Did Peach just... Yeah, she did. Jeez, one space on that sequence, and she hit it both times. Somebody up there quite obviously does not want Peach to get the next star. And here goes. 30 seconds again on the floating island, and Yoshi out right off the bat, and down goes Mario too. We could see a last player standing scenario. And at that point, the clock will just stop, and that player will win outright. The stun time isn't as long as first season either. Oh, they're both gone. Might be best if you just move off to the side when that big boy's on its way. Seems like it's something of an imposition to hang on to coins this time. Nobody's got double digits except for Peach. Well, Luigi now, but still, perfect commentary on an abysmally low coin count overall. That bank's getting pretty stacked, though. This time, Yoshi's turn. Can he have the same success that Luigi did when he took his ride on it? That's who he goes after first. Easy first drop. He's going right for Peach. He's got to watch his time, though. I don't know if he's got enough time. He might have if he'd gone for the 30, but that's going to take too long. He is out. Why wouldn't you go for the 30 in that situation? It's the closest one. You're almost out of time. You might be able to make the final sync off of that one bonus. Certainly an interesting approach. As you can see, not too effective. You may have noticed one yellow highlighted minigame on that roulette there. This time there's only one bonus game per category. That's the one where whatever coins you grab you keep. There's no outright winner. Everybody's hiding well. Who's going to get there first? Yoshi tried to make the final ditch escape. Didn't pan out for him. Instead, Peach takes it. Okay, we're nearing the last 10 now. The problem with carrying a key is that you don't get a mushroom, which means you gotta rely on not hitting those spaces off of a single die. There's the gold mushroom. Again, 3 blocks instead of 2 with the standard. Dizzy dancing. I guess you could say this is Musical Mushroom 2.0. So everybody will get flung. You gotta grab the treble clef in the middle with your controls all screwed up from the dizziness. And by screwed up, I mean it's some kind of rotation. Your controls are either turned in either left or right 90 degrees or turned the full 180. So you gotta be able to adjust to that and walk your way up to that treble clef. After some testing when I was first playing this, everybody's controls are adjusted the same way, so there's no varied learning curve, no difference in style. Nope. Mario's instead just going to doom himself and his brother. Now the opportunity's Peach's. She's got a gold mushroom and the recourse of the Western Toll. She's not going to use it. At least not yet. Ultimately, that didn't bite her. But I would have, honestly, done whatever's necessary to get over that bridge. Knowing the consequences for getting bumped back to start, especially this late in the game. How many more chances are you going to get to pick up a star? Right after this, we're coming into the last 10. Peach gets there in time. I have seen it happen where all 4 players get to the bottom, but of course only one wins it. The coin formation there sort of looks like a fist. One more big coin getting put in there and it's going to look like something else. Just wait and see. There's a good start. Well, of course that'll get you by the bridge. That's going to put Peach close. Minimum hit. Disasters could befall, but I don't think any would be big enough to stop Peach getting the star. And the disaster may not even be hers to begin with. Well, it is, but not big enough. Speed hockey. It's essentially air hockey with a progressively speeding puck. First team to score 3 goals within 60 seconds wins. Or most goals after 60 seconds, I should say, if that doesn't happen. Alright, they could afford that. Oh boy, now it comes down to 1. What a comeback by Mario and Yoshi. Feel like that should have been Luigi's and Peach's, but that just dropped the ball right there. That'll help with the coin star. It's not going to get him there, but it's a good step up. I don't think anybody's even hit 100 yet. And there's that reverse situation I mentioned. Every so often, Baby Bowser will be nice to you. And Peach got there. Even after some terrible bridge misfortune. And everybody's on a different star level now. Oh yeah, by now we have definitely seen all the star locations. Peach is again right on the path. And already on the bridge. The northern toll is the best chance anyone's going to have of picking up that star. Because again, going through the northeast door is going to put you one space past that. The record set earlier is 30 by Yoshi. The game doesn't track it, but I think it's pretty worthwhile to track. Again, varying speeds. It's not as cut and dry as it was first season. We didn't start having casualties until the late 20s. At that point, things had gotten really fast. The rope's taking its sweet time now, and here we go. Now's your speed. We got past 30, but how far? Not very. Of course, enough for Peach to take the record at 32. Get this, on the minigame coaster that's attached to this game, you play the hard course, run into this space, you gotta be able to do 50 jumps. Even if you are the last one standing. Well, now Mario's gonna want the western toll. And he's on a bit of a scenic route. Yoshi's got to just go with it. There's the premium blend. Two really good items in there. Gold mushroom. Well, at least he won't have to pay anything. So far, so good for Peach. The problem with the northern toll to get that star up there is the fact that you gotta cross two bridges in succession. Luigi and Peach trying for a back block, and it works to get rid of Yoshi. The Mario Brothers get Peach in very much the same way. But with only two players left, there will be no combo bouncing this time. Not even Mario can jump his way out of that one. Luigi wins. That's interesting. Why raise the bar now, I wonder? Yoshi could make a steal, but it's a stretch. A long way out. No way! But we almost saw 3 10s, but that 23 just might be enough. Ah, how about that? Yoshi benefits twice in a row. Oh yeah, that's more than enough. And Yoshi manages to steal one right out from under Peach. Put himself at level with Mario. So now, if anybody can make it to the star, there's a lot of long way around going on here. Luigi's closest. And where is that in comparison to the star? I want to say just past. Yeah, tough break for Luigi. And now Peach will expedite her way there. Don't get sticky if you can avoid it. There's that rare 2-coin grab I didn't think I would see. How much power to be able, off a normal jump, to shake an entire hill. And a low jump too, more like a jumping stomp. That's it. All right, last 5 coming up after this. There's not much in plot to go with these, so I'll probably just set the message speed to fast going forward. You know, why didn't I just do that now? There we go. Bowl Over 2.0. The same 3 courses, except this time you have 2 shots to knock down all 3 opponents. You still get a single coin for knocking the plain ones out. If you do not knock all 3 of them down, the team wins. That could be a spare right there. Oh yeah. Rather idiotic, if I'm being honest, to just line yourselves up for one straight shot. Luigi got himself the spare. All the coin to go with it. This time there's something special about who gets predicted. It's nothing big, but it is worth a 10-coin bonus. So like in last season, the blue and red spaces double in value. And if somebody lands on a space that's already occupied by somebody else, we're going to see a dual minigame. So coins could change hands repeatedly over the course of these last turns. Yeah, that's about the best thing Luigi can do. Although getting all the way around is going to be one hell of an imposition. Not a gigantic cost for Yoshi, who had the most, but it does establish a third place tie. Peach could certainly get there with the mushroom. This time it's Luigi's turn. He was last man standing the last time this was played. But this time he's got to do the eliminating. Can he win it again? Getting looked out twice doesn't mean anything. As you can see, you have a second or two to change your mind even after the last light goes up. Again, really paranoia-inducing, this game. Luigi couldn't do it. And Mario saves it for his team. Oh look, they've mislabeled the characters again. This could be a big battle. Alas, only 20 apiece. Obviously, all cases but 50 would have been a full pot. We've seen this done before. Peach gets the first gold. Mario gets a gold. Yoshi gets the last gold, but it's countered by the poison. And Mario loses too. And we finish with 2 ties. Unfortunately for third place, it's not going to get him anything. And Mario and Rose are going to go halvesies on the pot, doubling each of their investments. Another star block! Oh my god. And now Luigi has the lead. But not for long, perhaps? Not for long at all. That is more than enough. What a sequence. Every hidden block this round has been a star. And I believe Peach still has enough spaces to get past. Oh, no, she doesn't. No, she doesn't. Goodbye. Too bad, but hey, she didn't have that many coins anyhow. If you're looking carefully at the roulette, you saw another repeat game. Yoshi's gone. Peach is gone. Looks to me like the Mario Brothers also got pretty close. Mario's gone. We're not even going to see the big boy. Or we are, but it's just not going to do anything. Because everything's an illusion, apparently, and nothing will shake after the game's declared over. 3 turns to go. You're going to want to use your items fairly soon at this point. It's not the grandest opportunity, but Yoshi could get the star. Luigi's got no chance. The pot's going to be short, no question. Because Peach. Facelift. More or less 2.0. But it's the same game. Try to match the contortion in the middle. 30 seconds to do it. Most points wins. Same chestnut as before. Only the battle style applies this time. Now, if I tell you that there are 6 variants to this minigame, based on what you're watching right now, could you guess what those 6 variants are based on? Or should I say who? So let's see how they did. By far, Luigi. Respectable performances all around, but the biggest spread definitely between first and second. And this time, second place got the bonus coin. Or the standalone, extra, whatever you want to call it, coin. And every time it has gone to Yoshi. Pretty peculiar, I think. And finally, we see that bonus game that we've seen flashing all night. Deep Sea Salvage. More or less Treasure Divers 2.0. Or, you know what? Slightly more accurately, it mixes the concepts of Deep Sea Diver... Well, yeah. Deep Sea or Treasure Divers, either game. And Hammer Drop. The Hammer Bros drop in the coins and the sacks, and the mines instead of the hammers. Yeah, basically take those 2 games together and you've got this. Boy, a lot of money got thrown out there. And the other thing too, being in the submarine, you do not have to surface for air. Even though their heads are quite obviously out in the water. Luigi first to make it to 100, which obviously means the coin star. Depending on Luigi's next landing, he could duel Mario for a lot of money. Now obviously, if you get an item on any particular turn, you can't use it till the next turn, which means there will be no acquisition, buying, or game of items after this turn. We are playing the single most luck-based minigame in this entire thing for 120 coins. Whoever's in last place gets to select a character first, then third, then second, and the leader is stuck with whoever's left. Basically, whoever gets to the finish line first wins. It's as simple as that. You don't actually do anything after you've made your prediction. And Boo gets there by a fucking landslide. Do we need a photo finish? I mean, I guess we do for second place, and I think Thwomp came just shy of that. in Bob-omb's favor, which means Yoshi and Mario take the top 2. That's going to be a big gain for Yoshi. And that'll put him into the Coin Star. And Peach is going to get to be the single player for a new game, Archer Rival. You've got 30 seconds to shoot arrows into your 3 opponents. The other characters on the purple panels are worth coins. Boo is worth... Let me think. I want to say Boo's worth 1, Toad is worth 2, and Baby Bowser, if he were here, would be worth 3. Yeah, nothing you can do when you're pinned by a bonus character. Obviously, take him out within 30 seconds and win. Another one? Holy shit, you're kidding. This is insane. This leaves me with one burning question. Where in the hell is the coin block? Mario, unfortunately, will not get to make a steal. You know what? I wonder something. I wonder if somebody has to be an active player for that board to be counted as played. So I have a save state in place that'll allow me to go back and make absolutely sure that that doesn't screw me. Because it's going to be important for the end of the season. Meantime, Peach, by a landslide, wins this last game. And a lot's going to depend on the bonus stars. I'll tell you this, the winner gets a special cutscene at the end of each board. I mean, the cutscene's the same regardless, but the one who plays it is the one who wins. I think that seals it for Peach. Here's how each cutscene starts. The Koopa will report, and off we go. A slow turn. Oh! Even without benefit of bonus stars, Luigi's the one to win it. But can he win this exchange against this scurvy scoundrel? Sure can. Oh my god, by 1 coin. Absolutely spectacular. That's incredible. And look at all these stars. No special title screen for the winner either. Wow, talk about an action-packed season opener. All those star blocks, a victory by a margin of a single coin. I mean, shit. What more could you want in a competition like this? I don't think, I don't think there's anything more I can say on this one, so I'm just gonna say that this has been Alpha, and, holy shit, have an Alpha night.